Hey guys, I've been watching a couple of Exacto's videos showing his G-Shocks, and I've had a G-Shock for probably about 7 years now, and I love it. It's been flawless, so he inspired me to show the one that I have. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick and show you some stats on it. Normally I wouldn't care to do something like this, but this has been one of the best purchases I've ever made in my whole life. It's really lived up to the hype that it had when I bought it, from the stats and the different things that I read about it. It's the G-7100. I bought it because it's got kind of a nice little chrome look to it without being too bling. But then it has the plastic wristband. I have to have the plastic because the metal ones pinch the hair on my arm. As you can see, I'm a very hairy dude. So I had to get the plastic band with the chrome finish. Let's see if I can make the light a little better here. So, like I said, I've had it for about 7 years. It's been flawless, other than the time when I put it in the freezer to cool it off. It was a real hot day around here, and it was just making my wrists sweat like crazy, so I thought, yeah, I'll throw it in the freezer. What the hell? Let it cool down. Well, that was a mistake. You don't want to freeze liquid crystal. It will pretty much ruin it. So after a time of cooling off, it was fine. So just remember that. Don't put your liquid crystal watch in the freezer. So some of the stats: it's got 10-year battery. Of course, shock resistant. All G-Shocks are shock resistant. 200-meter water resist. It's got the auto EL backlight with afterglow, which is cool. If you hold down the button, it kind of chirps at you, and it will turn on the light automatically when you tilt your wrist. See that? Depending on what angle you're at. See that? I always thought that was pretty cool. Oh, actually this light is better. Too much. So, what else have we got? It's got the e-data memory, so you can do 40 sets of data, 7 characters each. It does have a password, so you can save stuff in it like passwords, phone numbers, social security number, simple things, because you obviously don't have a keyboard. You have to go through each individual letter and number. But it doesn't really look like a smartwatch, but it does have that cool memory feature. Does the world time, 29 time zones, 27 cities. It can have 4 daily alarms and 1 snooze alarm. Countdown timer, 1 and 100-second stopwatch. Hourly time signal, auto calendar, 12 or 24 format time, and it weighs about 7 grams. One of the other cool things I like about it is it's got the daylight standard, the daylight savings time that it automatically adjusts. You just turn that off. Well, you don't turn it off, but you tell it, hey, it's not daylight savings anymore, and it switches back to the old time. Watches I had years past, I'd always just leave it, and by the time I've decided I wanted to change it to the right time, it would be almost time to change it back. So that's just kind of a neat feature. It's just a 2-button click instead of having to go up through the time signal or the time adjustment. I know that sounds like it's not easier, but it is. Quick story I have about this knife. I was working at a place and had a big metal door going to the bathroom, and it has this big hook handle on it, and I was trying to squeeze around the door because someone was walking by, and I actually got my wrist caught between the door handle and the door, And thanks to the watch had kind of caught it in there, and I was like, oh geez, I can't get it out, and I just yanked it out, and I heard this big scratch, and I was like, oh crap, I just ruined my watch. And I didn't. The watch right here on these stick up pretty high. You can kind of see they rise up pretty high. It just gouged the door really bad, big heavy metal door, and it just gouged the crap out of it. You guys can see that it's in really good condition for a 7-year watch, and I wear it just about every day. Got the indented buttons so you don't push them accidentally. I really like the chrome feature with the the flat feature in there. Let's see if the light can help. Actually, let's just turn this one back on. So you can see how that's chrome and that's flat. I like the look of it. Even with the plastic. It's always been a really nice watch. It's always taken a licking and kept on ticking, even though it's not a Timex. I've had Timexes in the past, and they can't take the rough and tumble that I used to do when I was a kid, swimming in the creek all the time and biking and hiking, and the Timex has never held up. And this G-Shock has been through quite a bit, and it has held up amazingly. So if anybody has any questions or anything about it, let me know. I just wanted to share it with you guys. It's been an excellent, excellent watch. So, anything else? Take care. Have a good night, guys.